What's going on, YouTube? First thing first, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. And we're back with another midweek Wednesday breakdown of the markets. We're going to be looking at the crypto market. We're going to be looking at the stock market. And for the crypto market, we're going to look at Bitcoin's chart. And for the stock market, we're going to look at SPY, the representation of the S&P 500. So without further ado, let's get right into it because today, Wednesday, has been a blessing, a hectic day, but in a good term. So let's check it out. All right, so first things first, it's only right I start with Bitcoin. When we're looking at the chart, you see we have a big green boom boom candle on today's candle. And you see we finally have broken out and went up to go back and retest this box. So let's go ahead and get some more of our EMAs on because I don't know why they're off. But you see we got the EMAs in bullish confluence, meaning they're starting to curl up as price goes up to our 73 through $77,000 liquidity zone. So let's talk about why the markets are so reactive today. All right, so President Trump has put pressure on the banks to get the bill signed. This is bullish news for the crypto space as a whole because now the person who puts all of this in play is waiting for the bill to be signed, right? So he's basically, this is a long thing. As I'm talking, you can read it. I won't read it all, but I'm going to summarize what it says. He's saying that the banks are not trying to give up their power. They're not trying to give and work and solve this bill with the crypto industry. And he's saying in order for us to move on with this space that will help us grow, read it. It will help everyday people like us grow financially, taking some of that power from the banks. In order to make that happen, they need to get on board, or else other countries, of course he name drops China, but not only China, okay? There's countries like Dubai, the UAE, they are on top of this. There's going to be countries in Africa that are also making things happen in the crypto realm, okay? So we have to lock this in, basically is what he's saying. And he's not wrong in this sense today, okay? When it comes to the crypto market, we know the banks have been trying not to give up their power because why would they want to? They're getting richer and richer and richer at the cost of us. This market replaces that. So of course they're not going to want to give up that power, am I right? But that's neither here nor there. So with all of that being said, that is what's making the market pump. He posted this yesterday and now investors are like, okay, we could actually see this bill get done. And remember, we've been looking at the charts. We've been looking. We seen we were retesting this 21 EMA. Remember, I said the best way to break EMAs is news. Once we have good sentiment, buyers will step in. So Trump doing that, buyers step straight in, and we've been running up all day. And this is good because it's across the crypto realm. That means altcoins are also going up as well, and stock aligned crypto stocks are also running up. We're gonna take a look at the stock we talk about here on Trader Boys real fast, okay? All right, so we're looking at MicroStrategy's chart, and remember, I made a video about this a couple weeks back. Make sure you go check that out if you haven't. And I was talking about why I am gonna be buying every single day I make trading profits, which I have, and I'm accumulated a big bag, and I plan on accumulating more. But you see, with crypto and Bitcoin specifically running up, MicroStrategy also gapped up overnight and it hit a gap and go, and we've been running up. You see, it's did the same thing as Bitcoin. Remember, it moves like Bitcoin, so it's right here at the same liquidity zone. It's the same chart as Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin is also running up to that 70k liquidity on MicroStrategy chart. This liquidity zone right here is about $150, okay? So once Bitcoin could break into that liquidity box, so will MicroStrategy, okay? MicroStrategy moves like Bitcoin. That's why I was so bullish on it and telling everyone else, like, hey, if you don't have an exchange to buy crypto, buy this on a brokerage account in the stock market because now you could align your portfolio with Bitcoin. I like MicroStrategy more than I like IBIT, a Bitcoin ETF, or Bitcoin ETS in general. I like strategy. Why? Because they hold the most Bitcoin. Okay, they got the most Bitcoin out of any public company. They're up 700K. The next company ain't even at 100K. So their strategy is we could buy more Bitcoin than you can sell because there's only 21 million. So if you sell, you don't even have a full token you selling. You probably, and even if you do, you sell that, we could buy more. You get what I'm saying? So that mindset right there aligns with how I view crypto. So I've been loading up, And as you see, today we reaping the benefits. And remember, we're still looking at this from the long term. This is going to be $1,000 stock. It will for sure come up here to $500 again. So you're still in good standing. You're still good. Buy these dips. Look, we're all in green down here. We're still in buy zone. I was buying down here. I bought up here. I bought right here. I bought down here. I bought every single day. Unless even the days that I didn't make profit, I still bought. I was like, you know what? I'm still finna buy because I might have had a red day trading, but MicroStrategy was down. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna have to just use that capital and some of that capital and still buy. I'll still be able to trade tomorrow, right? But I've been making profits. I've been accumulating shares, and today's been a great day for MicroStrategy and the portfolio as well. So now let's shift over to SPY real quick and break that down. All right. So we got SPY loaded up, and remember, if you've been watching these videos and if you haven't, check them out. We've been harping on this daily 100 EMA right here, okay? And look, Tuesday we came through, we smacked it, we wicked all the way down here. And now we've been forming higher highs to start today. And I was able to make some good calls today. And it's been a great day just all around in the crypto market and in the stock market as well. Okay, so remember, we were waiting on price to try to clip this 100 EMA, and we finally did. So if you were watching yesterday and you bought some swings, you're already reaping those benefits. Remember, we talked about that. If price comes down to this 100 EMA and we could hold it, buy swings into the long term, because we're going to be going up to retest all-time highs here pretty soon, okay, in the next probably month or so. Then you just buy regular contracts, you're still good because it's only the next day and we're still running up, okay? We just clipped 687 from what I've seen. Yeah, we're still live in the market right now. We just clipped 687. We were just yesterday down at 669. Okay, that's a $20 move right there. Like, these are life-changing moves. Even just going from 685 to 687 is life-changing based on the amount of contracts you have. So we're going to continue to monitor two things. One, the war. We have to keep our minds and our ears out for what of the war could relate to the markets, okay? Crypto is also pumping because of the geopolitical function of Bitcoin as it pertains to the war. And we're still, remember, this is a risky asset. We're still seeing how Bitcoin will fit into these geopolitical realms, right? But as far as SPY, it's an index of everything. So we have to watch how SPY reacts to certain news, and we must have tight stop losses because tomorrow could be a bloody day based on what happens in the aftermarket. But we want to be prepared for all of those things. So if you got swings, you know what I mean? Take profit. Congratulations. We came down. We dipped under the EMA, but we closed above it. Remember, wicks don't matter. Wicks don't matter, okay? Wicks are fine. We're good. So just keep in mind all the things that we're trying to gain out of the markets, all the things we're trying to gain, you know, for ourselves, for our family, for our financial freedom. But always remember to stay grounded and rooted in the Lord, okay? Because without him, none of this is going to matter anyway. So just let him guide you, let him use you, seek his voice, seek him to give you the steps, the assets to invest in, the trades to take, because he will provide. He will be through all things we try to set out and accomplish. So if you want to accomplish trading, if you want to accomplish investing, or if you don't want to accomplish none of those things, but you have something else you want to accomplish, put God in it, and I guarantee it's going to work every single time, okay? That's all we have for today. We wrap up everything just like that. We're going to be on the lookout for the Sunday live, okay? We're going to be live this Sunday coming up. We're going to look at these charts again, break them down, and we'll digest any news in between. And we'll also give all glory to God because he's truly the Alpha and the Omega making all these things happen, okay? So with all that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Share this to someone that does not know God first and foremost so that they could potentially meet God. And send this to someone that does not know about investing. That way you can introduce them to investing and change the likelihood of their life. Because once we get invested into our lives, we open up the door for financial freedom, okay? And now everyone might not want to be rich. Everyone might not want to have an abundance of money. But financial freedom is not a price tag. Financial freedom is a feeling. It's a feeling so that you could go out and accomplish other things without being held to the standard that we normalize in the world, okay? So that you can minister freely, so that you could give back freely, so that you can do your thing. It's a resource, it's a tool, okay? So remember all of that. Send this video to people that fit that description, and make sure to leave a like, comment, and share. And we're going to be back on live Sunday. So y'all have a blessed rest of the week. I pray everything goes well for you in the endeavors you travel on this week, and have a blessed one.